this is Eric Sloof at the VMware Solutions Exchange. I'm at the VMworld 2014. I'm at the Acronis booth, and they have a really great backup product. I'm joined by Christian. Hi, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thank you, Eric.
So you guys are selling a backup product that is able to create backups from vCloud Director.
Correct.
But there are other companies that can do the same. What's so special about your product?
Well, what makes our product unique, Eric, is actually that it integrates with vCloud Director, and it offers the service provider that is hosting the vCloud infrastructure the ability to provision the backup products to his tenants, and also with that offering self-service backups to his tenants. And that's a huge advantage, we feel, for service providers that have this big investment in the infrastructure, to actually offer on one hand side the ability to manage it for their customers, but at the same time give control to their customers to do their own backups and set their own backup schedules, and it fully integrates with backup for vCloud, so vCloud Director, and it resembles the infrastructure that's provisioned by the infrastructure service provider.
So even though people are running their workloads in the vCloud Air workspace, they are still able to manage their own backups. They do restores, they can decide how long to keep them backup in the cloud.
Yes, exactly. Well, it's indeed retention policies, frequencies of backups, and basically anything that you would normally want to alter or edit in a backup plan can be set by tenants. And it can be initially, a default plan can be provisioned by a service provider, but a tenant has the flexibility to adjust it and even to add his own additional backup plans to his own infrastructure.
So if I'm a provider and I want to offer this opportunity to my customers, is it able to differentiate between different customers? Is it multi-tenancy?
Yes, it's 100% multi-tenant. That means that the service provider will see all his infrastructure that he's provisioned, and the tenant can log in to a portal and actually sees only his own infrastructure, obviously. So it is, yes, it's multi-tenant, and it offers this self-service functionality, as I mentioned.
So I also heard that there is a billing part in there. How does it work?
Well, it's a reporting part. It's always difficult, right, to distinguish between what is actually billing and what is metering. We meter, so we report on that, and it offers the service provider the ability to charge on different parameters, actually, that we populate from the software. So we can either charge on front-end storage of protected data, for example, or based on the total size of the backups. But he could also charge based on the number of machines. And we actually also use that same parameters to charge the service provider. So we have a very flexible model, and an SPLA model, as we call it, so a service provider licensing agreement. And vCloud service providers can actually join our program without any upfront commitments. And we will charge them based on what they actually sell to their clients. So we're in this together with service providers. Obviously, we also offer the ability to buy perpetual licenses, but we typically charge based on what the service provider is protecting for his customers.
Okay, that sounds great. Can you show us a little demo?
Yes, I knew you were coming, right? So we asked the help of one of our product specialists, and let Sergey of Nikolai actually show you around on the product.
Great.
That is probably better.
Thank you, Diederik.
Deep dive. Thank you very much.
Hi, Nicolau. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Can you show us a little demo?
Sure. So as Christian said, this product is for tenants of vCloud Director environments. And in this screen, we see the service provider's interface, so the system administrator's interface, the list of organizations in vCloud Director, and for each organization, the administrator can set up a backup storage where all the backups will go. So this is how it's basically done. For the organization Earth, I configure the storage. We support a variety of storages. Many of our customers use NFS storage, but we don't have a particular requirement for the type of NFS. Also, the variety of systems, FTP, SFTP shares, regular Windows shares. And we also support our deduplicated storage by Acronis. The backup engine itself supports it. Also, the set of backup plans, so schedule, retention rules for each organization. And the good thing about it is that you can make one of these backup plans the so-called default backup plan. So the tenants, when they log in to the system, they will already have all their machines protected. And you also, as a service provider, can provide different levels of service by allowing your tenants either the complete control over the backup or just using the typical backup plans that you already set up. So after you set up this backup, it appears here. The tenants have the link where they can log in. You, as the system administrator, can log in. All the machines and vApps, so the entire vCloud Direct infrastructure is shown here. And the tenants can alter the backup plans that the system provider has already signed, or back up the machine right away. So we try to make this interface as simple as possible. So the tenants don't know about the backup storage and everything. They just know they have backups and they have machines which they can recover. And a typical case may be not to recover the entire virtual machine, but perhaps you lost some file and everything. And we provide this capability as well. So you can recover individual file from the backup of the virtual machine. So we go into the file system of the VM, and even though it's a comprehensive backup of the entire VM, we go to the file system and you can select a particular file or folder and recover it to your machine via the browser as a zip file. And in addition, of course, we recover individual machines and we preserve the most up-to-date information about the virtual machine as in vCloud Director. And in a single recovery window, you can select the vApp, the machine name and everything, set up the network parameters, and recover it right away to the same or separate vApp. And we also recreate the vApps. If everything was lost, the vApp is recreated with the settings, so the recovery is easy. And another point here is that you can recover not only the virtual machines that were in vCloud Director, but you can back up to the same storage by using our backup engine, which is part of the product, any machine, like a physical machine, and recover it to vCloud Director for disaster recovery purposes, for migration purposes. So it's in the same backup storage. So we try to make it like an any-to-any conversion and migration in this sense. So.
Looks great. Many thanks for the demo.
Thank you.